This week's AEW Rampage featured several promising matches, with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter squaring off against Toni Storm and Ruby Soho being the most anticipated bout. Apart from that, Riho would make her in-ring return, while DDT star Kenoshi Takashita would make his Rampage debut against Jay Lethal. So let's get straight into it then with the women's tag team match. Hayter and Storm started things off with both sharing some quick back and forth reversals. Soho and Baker then would soon tag in with the former women's champ hitting a sing bow for a close count. Moments later, the Doctor sent Storm face first into the turnbuckle. Hayter and Baker then isolated Toni Storm during the break. Back to the live broadcast, the former NXT UK champ finally found an opening when she laid down Hayter with a German suplex. Baker then attempted the Pittsburgh Sunrise, but Soho took her down with a super kick. The action scenes built to the outside, and it was chaotic with bodies everywhere. Baker and Storm were now exchanging back and forth blows, followed by which the Doctor attempted to lock in the lockjaw, but Storm countered it into a suplex. Just when the former SmackDown star attempted a suplex, Reba interfered, allowing Hayter to hit a sliding lariat on Storm, followed by Baker hitting a stomp for a close count. Soho then quickly entered the ring and took out Hayter, after which Storm rolled up Baker for the victory. And yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 for me. This was actually a really underrated banger. Didn't realise how good this match would be until I saw it. And yeah, this was really good stuff. 7 out of 10 from me. Post-match, Jericho was present in the commentary box, received a phone call from Eddie Kingston, whom the champion took out with a fireball last week. The man came and revealed his wife cried seeing Oscar come home, and he vowed to retaliate. Before backstage, Tony Nese, accompanied by Mark Sterling, challenged Danhausen to a match on this week's Dynamite, and I'm looking forward to that. Before we got Hook v JD Drake, Drake hit a brutal chop on Hook, with the latter retaliating with a headbutt and a picture-perfect suplex, and the 22-year-old applied a re-jump for the win. After the match, Danhausen came out and spoke about Nese's challenge. He entered the ring and asked Hook if he wants to be in his corner. Though Hook didn't answer, Danhausen left after giving a pack of chips as a birthday present. However, the cold-hearted Handsome Devil walked away, leaving the pack of chips inside the ring. I freaking love this. I'm just still so entertained by this. 7 out of 10. Before backstage, FTR addressed Dax Harwood and their upcoming match against Adam Cole from Dynamite. Harwood made it clear that he respected Cole as a wrestler, but not for the person he was. Before we got Riho versus Sakazaki, and they had some quick fire reversals in the opening matches. The former AEW Women's Champion hit a dropkick, followed by which she executed a dive from the top rope for a close count. Moments later, Sakazaki was retaliated back with a dropkick of her own, and then hit a cannonball senton on the outside. Back after a break, Sakazaki attempted to splash, but Riho used her knee to counter. Both performers now traded quick pinfall attempts, with Riho coming inches of getting a win. Riho and Sakazaki then went to the top rope, where Yuka sent Riho face first onto the mat. Both were now trading some brutal elbow strikes, with Riho quickly turning it into an inside cradle for the victory. And yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Great way to introduce both of these back onto TV. It just shows how good they were. And for me, Riho going over is the right decision. So yeah, this was great for me. 7 out of 10. Backstage, Sean Spears called out Wardlow, saying he was nothing without the guidance and assistance he provided in their days in the Pinnacle. Before Dan Lambert was inside the ring with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, the American top team leader took pot shots at Baltimore and said that AEW had ruined pro wrestling. Page then took the mic and blasted Sammy and Tay, adding that the mixed tag team match pitting him and Sky with Page, Van Zandt and Conti and Guevara was scrapped. Kazarian came out at this point and slammed Ethan Page, saying he cared about neither Page nor Lambert. The veteran performer had immense respect for Sky and asked for a shot at the TNT title. He accepted, and that's for next week's Rampage. And yeah, with all the SCU history, this promises to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy then came to blows near the commentary box ahead of their match on Dynamite, before we got G Lethal versus Takashita, and they started things off with some old school chain wrestling, with crowd cheering both of them. Lethal then imitated Ric Flair's walking style inside the ring, allowing Takashita to take advantage of disrespected Lethal and take him down with brutal shots. DDT style then came face to face with Singh on the outside. Lethal hit top rope suicida to further assert his dominance though. Back from the break, both performances were on the top rope, where Takashita took Lethal down with a big lariat, and he then hit a brainbuster for another close count. Moments later, Lethal hit backbreaker and then attempted a lethal injection, but Takashita broke it up in time. The DDT star then hit a jumping knee on Lethal, but that made a timely interference to save the match for his ally. Soon Lethal connected with a lethal injection to pick up the victory, and post-match best friends against Bo with Lethal, Singh and Dutt. Singh chucked out Taylor, after which he had a face-off for Cassidy, but the latter quickly stepped back. Joe also made his way out, but security stopped him before he could lay his hands on Lethal. And yeah, I mean, like, this was fine. It gets a 6 out of 10 from me. The match was okay, and yeah, just afterwards, it's just the same thing that we've seen recently, and yeah, kind of just want to move on from now on. So we're going to say 6 out of 10. Overall, Rampage this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, really good episode of Rampage this one, to be honest, I thought. Not many huge standout matches in it, but it didn't really need it. Good quality action throughout the show. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid episode of Rampage, which I enjoyed. And also, the start time's a lot better for all of us here in the UK. More of that, please, AEW. Make it permanent, please. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, any thoughts, comments, down below. Follow on to the link description for daily wrestling news. Subscribe to my channel on the screen, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.